Here's a story that's caught my eye this afternoon. I didn't know if I should collapse into inconsolable sobs or, burst into hysterics. Let me read this headline to you. Elon Musk says he will remain Tesla CEO, and he plans to cut back on political spending. Like, I could imagine the board of Tesla are like, oh, goods? Like, this brings me back to that news report a couple of weeks ago now, where they said that the board of Tesla were secretly, covertly, stealthily recruiting a replacement CEO behind Musk's back, guys. Such was their discontent, such was their disgust, the Nazi salutes, the appearing at the AfD rally, the close alignment with J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, of course, jumping up and down weirdly at the rallies, the tanking Tesla sales all across Europe, all across America, the fires in the dealerships, the weirdness of Donald Trump basically cosplaying a used car salesman on the lawn of the White House. Like, so much of this shit has happened in, like, the first, 5 months in? This takes me back to the reports a couple of weeks ago that the board were secretly trying to find a replacement CEO. I'm not really sure how that would work because Elon Musk, as I understand it, owns a fair chunk of Tesla. So even if they, did a boardroom vote to say we don't think you're the CEO for us, I feel like as the majority, is he a majority shareholder or am I talking out my arse? I feel like it's his baby, it's his business. So even if they pushed him out, he's still the majority shareholder. You just wait till the next shareholder meeting and be like, I vote for myself to go back in as the CEO again. So that wasn't successful, and apparently he had a negotiation behind closed doors, and the output of that negotiation was ostensibly like the board saying, your political character and the insanity that you just drip with in your interviews.
The fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy.
My companies are suffering.
Empathy was the threat that he perceived to Western civilization.
My companies are suffering.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping.
The fundamental weakness is empathy.
You had Tim Waltz, who's a huge jerk. Empathy. Running around on stage with a Tesla stock price.
In your rallies, your podcast appearances, it's just...
The fundamental weakness is empathy.
And he was overjoyed. What an evil thing to do. Empathy. I always thought the left or the Democrats were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring. Empathy.
Your relationship with your estranged daughter, the allegations that you pulled out your dick on a private plane and asked the masseuse on there to start jerking you off. Your ex-partners who go on Twitter and go we've been trying to get hold of you. This is the only route left is to shame you on X. Please, could you pay the alimony? Anyway, get to the point, Aid. Apparently they said, here's your ultimatum. We will all, walk out, or we'll sell our stock, or we will demand a new CEO unless you wind down the political insanity. And he said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to, my job at Doge is done. That was the way that he tried to style it out. So that was 2 weeks ago. And all the talk of a new CEO died down. Now he's sort of formalizing it and saying, I'm definitely staying on as the CEO and I will definitely wind down my involvement with politics, which I think is, it's got to be a bit humiliating for him, hasn't it? To basically be the richest man in the world, but to then effectively be spanked. He's had his arse spanked, hasn't he? By the people who work for him. They've been like, if you don't start reining it in, if you stop appearing at the Nazi rallies, we can talk. We can stop hunting for a replacement. We can stop plotting and briefing against you. If you stop the craziness, Elon, then people might stop, plotting against you. You could still go to Mars. You could ride this whole thing out. And in 20 years' time, liquidate your Tesla stock or whatever else. You could get to Mars, Elon. There is a way out of all of this for you. As crazy or as unacceptable as your conduct has been, not every hugely offensive and unacceptable CEO needs to end up like the fucking guy from United Health. It doesn't have to be that way for you, son. There's the billionaires in the submarine who were poorly advised by God knows who. There's the former Hewlett-Packard duo. Do you remember them? Who did they piss off with their acquittal? And then there's the United Healthcare CEO. It doesn't have to end badly, Elon, for you. You could still fix this, mate, if you just rein in the unacceptable conduct a tad. Elon would be like, all I did was goose step a couple of times. You can't even goose step. All I did was appear at a rally with a few Nazis and make jokes about being a Nazi. Is that really that bad? And all the people that want him gone are like, you're aligned with Donald Trump and his tariffs just cost me $10 billion. Can you just sort your fucking shit out?